It's the Wickersham Leader Show with today's episode, Objection Sustained. Hello everybody, welcome back. It's good to see all of you who've decided to come along. Today we're going into a series that I have never, ever played in my life before. Phoenix Wright. In the wake of the 3DS and the Wii U eShops being shut down, I was made aware that a bunch of these games exist, so as I was going through them, I found out that these are apparently quite good games. Oh, hello there, Aledici. Thank you for following. So, I also need to learn how the law works. It's important for any content creator to understand how the law works and how it applies to you. So, it's a good idea to get in there and learn all that you can about your legal system, which is why I'm glad that they made these games so that I can learn from them, and I can become, maybe I could even become a lawyer myself. You never know. Hello there, Tack. There it is. I figured I might as well start with the trilogy since that's the first game in the series, I think. It's the first 3 ones, right? I think. Let's hope that that's true. I don't really need to worry. Press the A button. Got it. Okay, this game's easy so far. Text skip. Hold the B button to skip text. Oh. Let me change the volume a little bit here. I think that's better. Yeah, why not? Oh, that seems all good. Gotta check the options before any game. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Can't they number them? Can't they just put a number at the end of every game? The heck? The first turnabout. Yeah, why not? Oh, that's blood! Oh, no, it's not blood. I'm sorry. It's a statue. Statues don't bleed. Oh, but women do. Dang it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Based attorney. Based attorney. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Oh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes a murder trial right off the bat like this. Hold on, can we speed this up? No, of course we can't. Says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Huh. Nick. Wait, I didn't put in my name. How did they know my name was Nick? Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. I like how Phoenix Wright once loses his job, and he was homeless in a future game. That's the most realistic thing a video game character ever happened to him. Oh yeah, I did see him like that once. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, he's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and honestly. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Wait, what kind of judge is gonna test me? I mean, I understand this is his first, but he went to law school. He should know who the defendant is. Guilty? What? Objection. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. Cindy Stone? The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Did she read your mind? He didn't say that out loud. But, I mean, look at him. He's clearly not ready. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped! She just wasn't taking my phone calls, or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport. August 30th. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. This girl never loved her, did she? Already, he should be in contempt of court. He is screaming a lot. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oh, dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna just drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Oh, gosh. I don't want to keep leading the I don't want to keep leading the suspect. Phoenix Wright versus MCU She-Hulk. I could take you on, Phoenix Wright. In a court case, right? Oh, in a court... yeah, alright. Well, she's probably gonna fight him. I'll just stop him from answering. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. Whoa, he's totally leading the suspect! I don't remember. You don't remember? Well, then we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matter. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. He doesn't look like a Frank. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. But I already know he did it. A real lawyer? Well, I will be when I finish this game. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought I might call the police immediately, or the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. This game has inspired real people to be lawyers. They love their job but realize that court doesn't even work remotely like this. Well, especially it's difficult when they don't leave clues for you. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your pursual. Not a game, this is a real case. Contact a real lawyer, please. That's what I'm here for. He even has my name somehow. Blackout record added. Right, we got a blackout record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. All right, Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? How did you get this far without knowing what a cross-examination is? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony, excuse me. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the R button, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay, you got it. How do I prove he's not? You're a lawyer, Phoenix! He does cheat the system. I mean, he's had everybody give him help so far. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Right. Alright, this doesn't seem... No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. I don't believe you're a defense attorney now! I found it! I found the... I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw her lying dead. Right. Let's call police immediately. Phone in apartment, blah blah blah. Yeah, we got our first objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, Whoa. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Well, gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. You didn't know monkeys can be called law enforcement. Who's a monkey here? I'm not a monkey. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Wait, he could fix your testimony? Is that a real thing? Oh, thank you, KH Gamer Dude. Kingdom Hearts Gamer Dude. I'm not even playing Kingdom Hearts. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was... You moron! There's a blackout! Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. Got this one. He used time stop. What do you mean he used time stop? Heard the time. Right. Ah, you fool! Everyone in this courtroom is an idiot. Hold it right there! The prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Huh, The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Half the time he's dumb, like in case 4. Oh boy. Well, let's hope that they're dumber. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. How can your testimony be this bad? You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. How can you get it so... You killed her! I saw you do it! Come on. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. How is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there. Okay, that's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known that the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand, yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Okay, what is your evidence, Phoenix? Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. How did he figure that out? Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Ah! Shut up, shut up, shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Look, this doesn't prove he's guilty. This just proves he's lying. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Uh-oh. Phoenix right after getting hit by the Harry's prices. 3 and 4 get more serious, don't worry. Okay. Well, we'll see. Simply, let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all, so we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Dang it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like I'm a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all in the same. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Wait, did I fail? Not so fast, Mr. Sawit, huh? Whoa, you can't do that. He already said that they ended the... You can't do that. That would get you thrown out of court. Chief, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, there's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? This doesn't prove anything. This is conjecture. He died? Watching real lawyers go through this series and point out everything that you get in trouble is very funny. Yeah. I mean, you can't present evidence as like a surprise. You can't also, if the judge calls no more cross-examination, you can't say, wait a minute, we're gonna do more. You can't do that. Well, this case certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Here in Japan, America, the legal system is more flexible. Oh, that's good. Hey, is Mia allowed to be here? I don't know anything about actual court proceedings aside from a few things. Turns out that Mr. Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and killed her. The judge calls it, you're done for the day, right? Yeah. Phew. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Harry Butts. Yeah, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry, are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Wait a minute. What? Oh, she kept the statue. Wait, I'm doing a take that? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Is this your first time playing Ace Attorney? Yes, never played it before in my life. This is, and he just so happens to have my name. So that's good, right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully... I hope you see the importance of evidence? That's your whole career. Your whole career is presenting, examining, and defending people with evidence. Hopefully you realize how things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. You'll have to tell me some more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? They're totally gonna date, guys. What's my name? I'm Nick. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon gonna be at the center of another client. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Introduction was the AA5 demo. Well, a good friend of mine introduced me to... The end? Already? Oh, that's just of episode 1. Yes, I will save the game. How many episodes are in this? This seems really short. Are they all that short? Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just cheesing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. They get longer as the game goes on. Ah, okay. Okay. And your name's Nick, too. That's pretty neat. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence, then? Well, there's a possibility that might turn out that way, yes. Could you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like, burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. That was a horrible sound effect. Fay and Company law offices. Now, Miss Fey, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fey, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You're not cogniferous of my background? That was a pretty bad fire alarm sound, yeah. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Fey, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fey. What? I just got to meet her, and I was gonna maybe date her. Whoa. Red, white, blue. America? Thanks, Larry. Oh, it's not. How could you possibly blame it on Larry? I know a friend of the protagonist dies. Who would have thought? I don't know about a date. Yeah, you just met her. We didn't just meet her. She's my chief. She's like the person I've been working for. She asked me to go out to dinner, all right? And she was going to treat me. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Oh. That smell. Blood. Sis. Someone's there. She did it. Chief? Chief! You know what blood smells like? Well, I'm full of it, so I might as well. Well, I'm not full of it. People are full of it. I'm made of paint. Who are you? A strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Maybe a true love's kiss will bring her back. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Again? There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Mia's just pranking us? Oh, okay. Broken glass. Kiss her corpse, Nick. That'll go well with the police. Look, it's true love's kiss, alright? I saw Cinderella. I saw Sleeping Beauty. I saw Beauty and the Beast, alright? The kiss is important. That means that, but if she doesn't wake up, then that means she didn't love me, and I may be committing a crime. Piece of paper. It must have fallen into Mia's hand. What could it be? Maya? Oh, come on. Why did she write Maya? Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. We already know her name was Maya. How do you write in blood? Well, if she's bleeding out everywhere, you can just pick some up and... There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Alright, look at here. Did I look at everything? Alright, I think I've looked at everything. Okay, so now we've got more than just the actual case. Nobody knows who killed me. Better write my dog's name. It'll be a funny prank. That girl just now. Oh, where'd she go? I put her right here on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would my sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark. And sis... So she was already dead. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. He didn't already call the police because we are in the middle of this, alright? I'm in the middle of doing the police's job. About the thinker. The thinker? That was... Oh, sis. Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. Alright, let's move back to the office. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Do I have to prove my own innocence? Actual law simulation, not so much. Well, great, then what am I playing it for? The large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, nice luxurious place. Wait, how do I... Oh my gosh. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Ugh. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me! Huh? This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? It's the polo. Why playing water polo? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy. My arms were weak, knees were heavy. I had just eaten Mom's spaghetti, but I puked it all up all over my sweater already. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Imagine if you name your kid Gumshoe. Gumshoe is his last name, not his first name. His first name is Richard. Or as we like to call him, Dick. Imagine... Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I'd done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior's partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil type. What? What? He's an idiot! You had to lead him the whole way through! The defense, the prosecution, like, ruined its own prosecution! The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go with if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want him to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes, let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold onto a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in the case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes, I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. Tell me about the day of the Mercer. Sorry, no, it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. Kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold onto a piece of evidence. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off, and I could smell blood. Then I found my sister. Yes, let's talk about the day she died. She died the same night you got there, Phoenix. Look, actually, that's a good point. Why isn't Phoenix a suspect? He was there. It could have just as easily been him who wrote the note and then framed Maya. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this. This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. So you're an acolyte, medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course, she left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you can go and ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Phoenix versus Ness from Earthbound. Why Ness? Hold on, there's so much I didn't get there, but like, yes, Maya totally, I mean, Maya doesn't look any more guilty than Phoenix does here, so I'm a little surprised. And also, yeah, I guess Gumshoe doesn't believe in the forensics division. They did, like, no research. They did, like, nothing. ESP. Oh, right, ESP. I didn't even think about that. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention running an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. If I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone's here got money to burn. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but probably the most expensive one available. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Maya and Wright later gets energized by Morrigan Ains on Project X Zone 2. Maya is useful after all. Maya, you know, Phoenix would be pretty funny in a Smash game, if only because this does not lend itself to fighting games at all. Alright, well, we gotta go back to Maya. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could be still alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her up by herself on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. September 6th, Fanco Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal! No trespassing! Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, gotta go over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're here lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. His favorite potted plant. I remember it had this one bizarre name no one can remember. Cordylan Stricta, pal. What was that? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing missing is Mia. Ooh, hello. She's only 27. Well. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is me have probably read all of these. Hey, look at that! It turns out that these books are full of useful... It turns out these books are full of useful legal tidbits, just like those. About Miss Fay. Do you have an autopsy? You want to know the results, huh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Autopsy report added to the court record. Maya's still a minor. Hey, you're right! She'd go to juvie! About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why would you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what it means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course no, I don't. Never heard of him. Whoa! You call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Edgeworth, huh? Well, we gotta wait for the tension, the romantic tension. I was wondering, did you see Maya Fay's cell phone? Oh, that. I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. The Steel Samurai? That action here on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. That's what she said. Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone received. Man, he's dumb too. Is everybody dumb? I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. Gumshoe's dumb, but he's awesome. He's like Zenigata. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't let you tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So, you sent her home already, then? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Why am I doing the police's job? September 6th. Well, hello there. Why are you like that? Why are you doing that cat pose? Why is it playing Amy's theme from Sonic Adventure? Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. She said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. None but a self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. She's here and she's resting boobily. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look for the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Hold on, let's examine some more. There's a screwdriver. There's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought you was going to explode for a second there. You're a defense lawyer. That means you're an investigator, a defense attorney, a prosecutor. Yeah, and I have to do the job of actually proving them guilty. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe, incident. You sound just like the lawyers in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Dream on! If you want to know, you'll just come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, boy. Could you... Just exactly who are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh, boy. Vince really does some illegal stuff. Is it illegal to ask? The scope of this game originally had a detective character to go alongside Phoenix, but they wanted to spend more time with Phoenix to get to know him with a fuller scope so you could in the trials. I see. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Also, consolidating them into one character is easier. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh, boy. Then just play as Gumshoe for a bit. If only Gumshoe was smart. No clues here. Late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. law offices building outside. See the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. It would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Give her the statue, then she'll get killed with it, and the case will be thrown out. Oh, yeah? A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Well, I guess we're done here. I found your phone. Oh, never mind. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Ooh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. That's really sweet. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Maybe I should just wait for him to come back. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Ha ha! So you're the one they say have been looking for me? Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Huh? Why the strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How do you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. So sorry, end of discussion. What's going on here? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia's Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't even sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Very sorry, but I have nothing to say regarding this matter. Alright. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Well, I see. I've been abandoned, then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I'll take the case. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, you aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer, but there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior. Was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there. A long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Go home could have saved this man so much stress. Well, why would I go home? Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Oh, she smiled at least. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you, so you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look in the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Wait, she's got the screwdriver. That means that they unscrewed the telephone, which means that they were trying to prevent... She's in on it. She was trying to prevent her from calling the police if she did survive. There has to be something in there. I feel like I'm solving the crime before anyone else does. Remember that receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but... That detective thinks I did it. Am I done here? Looks like Detective Gumshoe has gone home. The police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has time to talk to me. Guess I'll head out. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you don't need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No! Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp, where have I heard that name? That was the last thing that she said. White. That was his name, my sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? The screwdriver, yeah. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like... They wiretapped her phone! Okay. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this ruin's bottom. Wait, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there. Uh-oh, time to scram. Look forward to you tangoing. Tangoing? I don't know what tangoing means. In court. Phoenix is judged to be the best lawyer ever, but the series has to be called Ace Judge. He's not a judge. He's not even close. Okay, so I think I figured it all out. She's in on it. She wiretapped their phone so that they heard that she hid it inside of the clock, so that when they came over, they knew it was in the clock, and they're trying to stop her. But the thing is, I can't figure out a motive. Why would they want to do that? Maybe it's because he hates the Faye family. That guy won't be here for a while. And she said, and it's hard to make out the faces, so she must have known. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth, I'd better not show any signs of weakness today or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene. Detective Gumshoe. The gay jokes begin now. I can feel it. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the detail of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accept this statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans, okay. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Ms. Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Hey, why am I still being given... Why are you still helping? Let me figure this one out. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Why is that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. They all are like, you moron. You absolute sodding idiot. You totally just ruined your own testimony. Exactly what about this suspicious wound in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony. Your Honor, sir, there was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. All right. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written in a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Well, I have to press that. I have to press that because that is... Yeah. If Phoenix was a judge, the series would be called Jurisprudence Judge. What? What does that mean? Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. This is a video game. Ugh. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually. You got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. The joke about how these characters are really on-the-nose names. Oh, I see. Order. That didn't go so well. That's right! What he said! That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. After securing the suspect, examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. It's the victim's. Just because you found it next to the body, it doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then who did write it, Smarty Pants? No, that's not... The killer. Anyone could see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess it was a bit of a tall order for you. Those with that evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Ugh. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. You know, though, lab test results can't really tell... Lab results can't really tell the difference between two siblings. See, because, like, I'm pressing this because I have a question. Like, for example, how do you know the killer didn't make it and frame Maya for it. How do we know that? But they're not pressing the same questions that I have. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take little bits of the blood, the goblins, goblin bobbin. I refuse to testify in this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh, that was a mess. Right, where was I? Oh gosh, why can't I figure out which part of this to press? And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. Got a bad feeling about this. Right. No, I'll be fine. I don't want help. There's no consequence for it. Oh, okay. I guess I'll press everything. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then who did write it? Oh, we already did this one. Well, it could have been the witness, Miss May. Hold on. The witness was in her hotel room, not the office. Try pulling the other leg, Mr. Wright. Yeah, and while you're at it, pull mine too, pal. Well, detective, tell us what was... Oh. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh, we sound pretty confident this might not be good. Yeah, my life bar is not flashing, so... We checked this one. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Ha 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 ha! Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Did I must have pressed everything. I must have to present some piece of evidence or something. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that this victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey wrote it, accusing Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it! Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who could have absolutely not written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... No butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! The defense is a point. Someone who have died immediately would never have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediately due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Edgeworth, should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. You can't- Hold on! That's illegal! You can't save evidence and present it when it's appropriate. You have to present all the evidence at the beginning of the trial so that everybody knows what's going up. You can't save evidence like that! Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought Detective Gumshoe... I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Updated autopsy report meme. I see. You keep getting this himbo in trouble. Well, he's an idiot, alright? He keeps getting himself into trouble. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecutor would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Is she going to be doing the pose? Oh my gosh, she's still doing it. No, can we not play this music? This is a murder trial. We are in the... Witness, your name, please. April May, at your... Oh. Does a real adult woman act like this? Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room? I checked in right after lunch, and this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Hey, so when I said cartoon court, I meant it. I've been to cartoon court. It's less zany than this. I was, like, 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the one with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy wink. I can't wink, sorry. Well, Your Honor, I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a trend to need to trouble the witness any. Well, wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony now was quite firm, didn't you? Hey, I get a cross-examination of the witness's testimony regardless of how rock solid it may seem, alright? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I don't have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. totally did the motor. Oh, I saw one with long hair being attacked. One attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What, that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out of your window at that time of night. Oh... Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on leading her with these trivial questions. I really do think it shouldn't be allowed. Yeah, stop him. Poor girl. Order, Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me? You looked at the window. What did you see next? Let me look at my evidence. Well, she didn't mention anything about the glass breaking. This court is corrupt. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is this meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you wouldn't have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except for her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but that hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way at the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the little trifling details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Dang, I almost had her. I did see everything. I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And then she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statuey clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. Only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Well, I already know what I'm going to press. Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something right now. Miss May, what you said now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Is that... Come on, that can't be a good defense. That can't be... Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor, and as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. You stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fane Company. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fane Co. is where the murders took place. It's very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain the court to the meaning of this? It is as you can see, that the clock was empty. It couldn't have run. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you've got a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order, order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time it was recorded. Which was well before the witnesses even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know this weapon was Can it stop flashing? It keeps flashing white. Well, is it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was it at again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that would prove the witness had not seen it before. One of the effects used to sell the intensity. Oh yeah, there's probably an option to turn the flashing off. Yeah, I wish the flashing was off. Hold on, Oh gosh, which evidence is it? It's not the phone. I guess it's this? Oh, wait. There's undeniable proof. No? She said it was at a store. Oh, that's right! It was made by Larry. It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuse is not on sale today. Yo, you're burying her. What is it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Silly me. Did I like lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, please tell the court. How did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. I have a look at this. That? I found this in Miss May's room. April, May, what? June? Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof is that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. There it is. I want to speak to this court's manager. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up! All of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is it? Is that it? Oh, that's it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Is April May a Karen? 100% yes. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Okay, but I have a question. Even though I presented this evidence, does her having a wiretap prove that she wiretapped the phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil, evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? She's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Wait. She didn't hear him. That was his thoughts. No, I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? I think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Sorry, somebody just sent me a text. It's in the middle of this. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. No, they're just gonna let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to this murder somehow. It's true, it's an unreliable witness. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty from Ms. Maya Fey. This isn't how court works! What? I better find some suspicion in that bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Well, except for everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He brought the tray? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May, herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. Ooh. The entire court will be called for room service. Yeah. Precisely 9 o'clock, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that I be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like some, iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked at her door at the crack of 9. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with, an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir, but more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something, wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will rather end this tedious cross-examination here. Wait a minute, hold on, but if she was outside at 9 and kissed him, then she couldn't have been watching the murder happen. Then that, like, does nobody see that? If she was outside at 9 with the guy, not at the window, then she couldn't have seen it happen because she died at 9. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Wait. Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Tell me again about room service. Again, sir. Exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered my room service to Miss May, room 303. The guest have requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes. Well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed, it was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh, you fool! I've done it. I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendants. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Ms. May. Ugh. Your Honor, as it has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ugh. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's arguments. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Although they're likely... oh man, prosecutors withholding evidence and information. How does he not get arrested for this? Yes, Your Honor. That is all for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Well, sick. We didn't prove her innocence, but we didn't prove that it could. We did prove that the prosecutor's argument is bogus. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Oh my gosh. So I'm sorry, guys. I need water. I need water bad. My throat feels like the Sahara. I will be right back. Oh my gosh. You should keep some water on hand for this series. I normally keep water right next to me every time I stream. But I drank it all. Oh. Then again, the other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Oh, I'm gonna flippin' burp from drinking that water. Excuse me. Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead on today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He was the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms don't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think it was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find it by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. So, it's interesting that this game doesn't, this game doesn't try to help you figure out who the murderer is or anything like that. The game tells you who the murderer is, and then has you try to figure out how to prove it. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. They only reveal the killer in the early cases. Okay. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me at such a dank place like this. It's really quite moving. Not! You stinking lawyer, I hope you die! Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the mighty fallen Miss Fay. No, not really. There's something else I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So? What is it you wish to ask of me then, For starters, how'd you get to be so totally whacked? She's got that stupid Amy Rose song still. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why'd you wiretap Mia's phone? Ah, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer! Your mother... Your mother prosecutes in hell! How do I get her to talk? Oh, let's try this. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts, so get lost. Because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Your Honor, I call the priest to the stand, like now. I could just keep presenting everything until she gets it, right? I like the idea that Phoenix is just carrying all this stuff on his person. Like, he's just got glass in his pocket, and he's just holding on to it. Alright, well, nothing works. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will be swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Oh, there's still a screwdriver in the drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. Do you think the bellboy's involved? I don't think the bellboy's involved. Oh, beg your pardon, sir. Would you please refrain from touching those? It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. He's making big buck, yeah. Went to a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5. We're 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Just kidding, sir. By the look in his eyes, he was more than serious. Man, I can't think of the bellboy being... Man, it's crazy. I mean, I thought the bellboy was an innocent bystander in all this. I still seen... Alright, we got that one of those still. We'll talk to this guy. He wants that bag. He does! About Miss May. Oh, her? Well, sir, it's not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of the man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely! And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? It sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. I think I've done pretty much everything I can here. Hey, where's the painting? Looks like Grossberg is out today again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? The painting's gone. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... Wasn't it? It was a very memorable painting, anyhow. It wasn't sunflowers. It wasn't Grossberg. It was fishermen. What's this? Old photos. There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A. DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these here. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow the... Hey! Hey, that's her, isn't it? Sure no one will miss a photo. Hey, that's evidence. I'll show the... I'll go talk to the... I'll go talk to the guy. He definitely would be able to tell me. Add it to Phoenix's crime telly. Yeah, tampering with evidence in another case. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing, an affidavit, say no more words, that it's him. An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Well, sure, why not? Excellent, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I shall be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Why is the bellboy just hanging out in the room? No photos on the desk. Might as well examine everything. You want to examine everything. He's happy to be here. Yeah, it's true. Alright, looks like we've gotten pretty much everything we've needed. So I'm slowly working my way through the game that takes place hundreds of years in the past. That's right, the Great Ace Attorney, that one. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have a spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Have a look at this. Look, I said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you... Haha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that it was him? Yeah. Proof? Show me proof. I'm so close. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. He tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Oh my gosh, I did that. Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red White? Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man who was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Ace Attorney got some good waifus. Too bad some of them are killers. Aren't they all killers? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. The prosecutor in that game is a vampire? What? Alright, time to go to Blue Corp. Hey, he stole the painting! It's very vampire coded. Oh, okay. What's with the surreal decor? Well, you know, from the time period that takes place, it could just be that guy dresses like that, because, you know, the vampire was based on a real person. Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the... Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably. Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. Oh my gosh, that's why she's into him? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake! Hey, we can't call him that, alright? Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you'd come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? This guy's arrogance meter's off the scale. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity. I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original. Worth $5 million for sure. Impressive lineup of trophies. Judges, special runner-up, best participation. The Judges Cooperation Award, special good try prize. The words judges and special kind of stand out. Statue of a man holding up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, but probably too butacious for you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little too butacious for just about anyone to appreciate. No, fruitcake doesn't mean anything. I was just making a joke. Actually, why is his desk like that? I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the thing. It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? Look, you have said no words. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. I'm impressed at Wright's abilities to get meetings with people right away. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct! She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed! She's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in Miss April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to the mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We're a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Non-fungible tokens. Sell information? Yes, you buy a receipt, and you receive the information that the receipt... This receipt says that you own this information. In just 10 years, I've built this business up to the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. Red White of Blue Corp have... Red, white, and blue. She said red, white, and blue as she died. Why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? Did you know that he is American? I wonder if you could tell. Well, we're in Eat Your Hamburger, Apollo. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh, just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple. Rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse from an attorney, Grody Burger. What? Ugh. Oh my gosh. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's? Yes. Then you must ask him. Why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Well, he's right. Why did he punch me? Huh? I don't think he noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Josephus! Oh, you. What's wrong? Oh, excuse me, what's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. So you came to see the trial? Yes, yes I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse to request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. Mr. Wright is totally... Maybe don't punch the lawyer who could charge you with assault. Well, he thinks he's invincible. That's the whole point, isn't it? So I played Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. You're lovers? Oh, I should have said that. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What is he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Mia because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. By the way, give those photo backs. He did steal those photos. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. This is the guy! Misty Faye. Oh, this is the person who failed. She was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the behest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL... Am I gonna have to solve the DL6 incident? But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. One person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the guy who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you were to challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Well, I'm glad that this guy's an upstanding person just caught in a bad position. I really thought that this guy was gonna suck. It's funny looking at this room again. It seems so normal. What do you imagine murder took here? Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe we should have another look. All the cases are worked on here, alphabetical order. Oh, DL6. See if there's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F. Misty Faye. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg. The other was a man who sold the information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. Send me a new Grossberg. Let's look at J through S, if there's anything interesting in there. J through S, nothing much in here. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit. Biggest part I see are the S. Suicide! Ugh. It's a collection of suicide boards. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these quote-unquote suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these. Newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Oh, it looks like I've seen everything. You know, I know W, White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Oh. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing missing is Mia. And there's the movie poster. That's the same as before. His favorite power plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Looks like we found everything we need. Where do I go? I'll go to Grossberg. Maybe he has something. Found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Apparently, Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Oh, I don't want to go back to Blue Corp. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems that the message has not penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. There's no point asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence I can use as ammo. What's wrong? Is something stuck to my face? Why, yes. There are my eyes and my nose and my mouth. But of course I jest. Do not restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in the cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. Oh, sparks are flying. Got to put this guy on the spot and quick. What's the matter? You seem distressed. No, what could I use? It's the only clue that Mia left me. We better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this one. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong, what is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, no, no. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White? That you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And, thus, a very important witness. I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police, now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You're a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they'll even make you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe, reporting, sir. Butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually, Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name, oh, excuse me, Wright, actually, Phoenix Wright. My friend's name is Larry. Oh, right, sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Yeah, alright. Am I now in there? I can defend myself. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's gonna set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright? Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Huh. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean, you... I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before she's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright, huh? Leave it to me. I am Mia's sister, after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that run to your blood? I'd better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really. I'm kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece. Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. All right. I really want to do this. Like, I want to get to the court already. Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, the limit of 3 days would put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case, with the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. Well, considering there's like 7 other games after this one, I think it's going to be him. Plus, I saw him do it. Wait, it just saved the game. Why did it ask me to save after it already saved? Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Huh, Phoenix, look! Red White was the main character of the series all along. You sure about that? Prosecutor, Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have the judge in his pocket, too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. But how can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is to get every defendant cleared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Huh? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Well, at least he doesn't call him Nick. Phoenix, well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait, your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Well, does it seem crazy that a lawyer would defend himself? So he's going to be there at his own witness. Well, let's see what happens. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ace blackmailer subverting the law. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of this event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask us why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it should be me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Ms. May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I'd like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Alright, here we go. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Ugh. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my Lucosians confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Little White? I'm the CEO, or to be more common term, the president of Blue Corp. But the CEO and the president are different. Did you know the victim, Ms. Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murderer. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly pursuifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at this building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with the long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Wait, this is completely different from the testimony that May gave yesterday. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If the things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Right. Your cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Alright, first of all, this entire thing is completely different from yesterday. Spiky-haired. May's not at all trustworthy, so I aren't taking her word for it. But if she's not at all trustworthy, why would she say something different than what this guy says? What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40, don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. Victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Let's see. What did the bellboy say? Alright, hold on. Let me see. What's your thought process? Well, first of all, I think the fact that his thing contradicts May's is like huge. Also, the fact that there were two people there when it started, you know. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fae office phone? Irrelevant. That had nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not, I'll answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fae woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. Wright. Ha I know, after all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. Impaction? Don't you mean just impact? No, hold on. She was alive for a little bit. She wrote the name, right? So saying that it was over after the first hit. Reading papers, yeah. The Gatewater's a businessman, so tell him I'm a busy man who had business to do. Hold on. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something here that I'm not seeing. Look at the bellboy's word. The bellboy's word got removed from my inventory when I used it to get April to speak. The other envelope? That's me. That's May's testimony. Give me a little more detail about that. I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course! Comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Aha! Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it's simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both witnesses are telling the truth. Huh, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Faye and Company, of course. That's kind of a big stretch, but we'll go with it. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order? I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this court will be held in contempt. Finally, somebody's going to be held in contempt of court. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment has made me remember something. It appears that I've been unclear, and for this I apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her, and she delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Alright, so first of all, the thing says that she was hit once. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White. Oh, okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. Then she turned and ran for the door. And then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Oh, get him where it hurts, Phoenix. Gosh, you are good at this. I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. There's no other window, dum-dum. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah. Yeah, that odds. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes? Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about this stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait! One moment! Give me a moment to gather my thoughts. So confused. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Bright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well. The witness may continue his account. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Phoenix, it's getting a lot less talkative. But it won't be easy. Yeah. Miss Mia? Sir, Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No, triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. You look a little flustered, Edgeworth. Killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. Huh. But if she was... Explain my summons me run to the left. Attacked her, but she dodged. Huh. Let's press everything, I guess, because I can't bother. Now, before you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me. The killer, I mean. He gave chase. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to flush you with baseless accusations. Oh, alright, thank you, Miles. Thwap? That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Oh, well, I'm a man of peace, you see. Phoenix. Oh, okay, hold on. We gotta present evidence. You couldn't have seen it! You couldn't have seen the light stand, Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. Well, what? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not in the visible area. Oh. Well, Mr. White. What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity, Mr. White. If you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell, either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is from inside the offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia? Huh, looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Oh, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap. Order, Mr. Edgeworth. Explain to the court what you mean by this. Now talk about pointless. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You're most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time when Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like to have you believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been there to that office well before the murderer took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is. Man, Edgeworth remains cool in this situation, but he has a terrible accusation. White and Wright in rapid succession. Yes, I know, my mouth is not having a good time of it. Also, Ace Attorney is going very well. I'm winning. You will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Ugh. Duck season, rabbit season. It was beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass-light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound? Correct, that is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Good luck, Phoenix. Now we have to solve a completely different crime. This would totally not fly. We're solving a different case. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly is that evident in the statement? Not just... They aren't... What? Oh, come on! I found this. That means he didn't put it in there. You did fan art of me yesterday? Holy cow, I have fan art, guys! I have to check out the fan art. I will show it off next stream. Maybe I'll show it off this stream. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you not notice? Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Ugh. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Ms. Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Ms. May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. I know Edgeworth. He's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes. What? Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Whoa! Okay. Hello, Mia. Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? What happened? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. What? Ah, you're finally awake. He fainted again! He fainted immediately! Hey, Phoenix! That's no way to greet an old friend! Phoenix, I want you to look at me. How did you come back? What? What? Maya? Don't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya's channeling you, Mia. That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never give up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have so much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah, the one that you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the font of the receipt. The font? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th, that's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. How did we not notice something as the opposite side of the receipt before now? Oh my gosh, okay. So he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. You just have to prove it. Right. Oh, come on. How come? That's not fair. We should have known that was on there before now. I can't believe we're hinging on nonsense for the basis of this course. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. Let's present evidence that we withheld. But, well, I guess it's not withheld. Nobody knew about it. But no trial is more or less finished. Mr. Do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. All right, well. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you, but I think you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Oh, come on, back off. Get off my back. No way you worm his way out of this one. Wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there's no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy's just make up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. Wait a minute. Is this why they have that whole law about trials not lasting any longer than 3 days? Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. But Mia... Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Memo received. Your Honor, if I may, you're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I'd like to read to the court. They're just giving me the win, though. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I did it. I killed her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Why did you hold that? Give it to me at the beginning of the... Objection, he's gonna win the case. I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that, if I knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense... rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright... not guilty. Great. That is all. This court is adjourned. Woo! That was a good defense. Man, is every case gonna be... Is every game gonna have one of those trials of his life where it's gonna be like, man, you almost failed there. Never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much I want to say. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia! So ghosts are for sure real. So you're telling me that ghost gave a bad testimony on purpose? It's hard not to think about that night. Mia, I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Somebody has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick, you know what this means, right? We're partners! You know, when I think about it, it's Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. I can't believe that Maya almost got me in jail. And this is the first time I've met her. Thanks, Maya. This is fitting. She's breaking the fourth wall. I know. Everyone's like Larry, too. He also called me Nick. I'll always be here watching. Right. Okay, Nick. Let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, there's time's a-wasting. Okay. Of course it's not creepy Celeste. She's watching because she's helping me out. What the heck is this? Ugh, you've disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Well, I gotta do a better voice than that. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Uah! Rah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th. Okay. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were just watching? What? Nick, you don't mean the Steel Samurai, do you? It's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or anything. I'm only 24. This guy's the same age as me and he's a lawyer. What am I doing? Watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. In-universe tokusatsu. Yeah, tokusatsu. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over, so I guess it's time to close up the office. Wish we had some clients. Don't worry, somebody's gonna die soon. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Somebody'll die. Just you wait. Hello? Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on the show? Yes! They're saying that a Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please. You wanted to be Ben 10, cannot blame the Ace Attorney kids. I wanted to be a Pokemon trainer. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers played the lead role in the popular kids show, The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who played the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found struck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, no, no. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Come on, there's more than a TV show, Maya. Yes, Wright & Co. law offices. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to go get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing? My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit you don't have a clue what happens. No, we don't have enough information. I have to examine every room. No, push doesn't actually say what the... Nice day outside. The hotel across the way is awful full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. I can get behind that. Alright, fine. We'll go to detention. October 16th, right. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you saying? Real life, some common actors did crimes. This was after this game came out. Some took money from people. Others took their rider belt and sold it. Oh, man. That sounds pretty bad. Yes? Something wrong? No, no, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no, oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part with the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh, I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they'll think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick, what? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah, he didn't do it. You... Maya, I'm so glad that you decided. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon, but when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the Evil Magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could try to explain just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the street of Neo Old Tokyo, fighting battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo Old Tokyo, who comes up with these names? Steel Samurai have another season with a different actor. Maybe not. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late! I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Man, you are so starstruck. This guard monitors the whole room. He's frozen in awe of Will Powers. Alright, well, let's go check out the studios. Global Studios. Could it be like Universal? Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in, you gotta go through me. Oh, sorry, we're, lawyers? Oh, yeah? Well, that's great, I'm security. It's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Use today. Something horrible happens and all you can think of is sightseeing. Wasting place like this. Don't you have jobs to be doing, or the Lord's not work like the rest of us? Maybe life of Jesus too much work. Well, then I was young when things were Demania didn't prance around in strange hippie clothes. What do you use during... Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey, listen when you're being spoken to. Use today. What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. This is me saying I'm a defense attorney. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, this was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should have heard of that. Should I have heard of that? Real-life tokusatsu don't do their own stunts, except for rare instances. The first Masked Rider actor broke his own leg in a motorcycle accident. Got replaced with a different actor. That sort of thing sounds like it would happen often if they didn't have somebody else do the stunts for them. But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got into an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on the children's program. What's more, I heard they were playing him Peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 to in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now that the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him, but Mr. Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You could bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area, to the left of the actual film studios. Wants to secure cares. Hey, no touching! Oh, jeez. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big screen here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. Probably use it to carry around film equipment. Alright, so let's go back to the detention center to get... Hello? How was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio? Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Ugh, she's got some nerve. You think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. There we go. Just hope this will get me past that security lady. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? Well, what? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady said she saw you that day. She said she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? Doesn't seem to be lying. Alright. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request. To think he would entrust his fate to the use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. A good detective told me himself. Hey! Nick, huh? There's maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Alright, time to go to the Studio 1. Whoa, what happened here? Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's all your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. No clues here. What do you mean no clues here? The whole thing's knocked over. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? Looks like a tree fell over the path. Oh yeah, that's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind? What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the head broke off. It took down that tree with it, too. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out. Hey, it's locked! Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. We're a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but hey. Us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. Takes photos of people going into the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. STI 307. That must be the camera ID number. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. Started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh, you sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what is this supposed to mean, pal? You calling him a monkey? Alright, looks like we got everything. Excuse me. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more direct with your questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 o'clock. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30. Only one person went to the studio between 1:30 and 1 o'clock and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, that's true. Anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady, what a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said, she's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What's this evidence? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See that camera at the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks in, it automatically takes a picture. Well, we already asked about that. Oh no, Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny. For someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you'd like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues that I haven't already found. Glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Alright, let's go to, Hey, I thought we just got the pass. We just got the pass. Nick, look, that security lady in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. Guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Huh? Oh, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate where the camera took that photo. It's my job to check in the photos every day. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you must pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over the security guard station. I check them every day before going home too. Oh, now we can go to there. Okay, cool. Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room! No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Alright. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. Hope he's telling the truth for his sake. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. This must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Let's take it. Borrow it. You mean borrow. This has to be conflicting with some sort of thing. I wonder what else is in Powers' bag. Stop that! There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these two employees some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. These always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one myself. It's locked. Looks like it doesn't open his windows much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Alright, did we find everything in this room? Looks like we did. Back out to the employee area. Where did the music go? There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to have to start in your own room like this. A window to the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Well, wait. Look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Starfire got more than one belly. Really? I didn't know that. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. The T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Looks like... Oh, there we go. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? The door to the dressing room, it's not locked. Alright, we already took a look inside. What do you mean find something as a souvenir? Might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear, and that's the murder weapon! Alright, let's head back to the main gate. I would like to be able... Ah, hello there, JRR. Okay, hold on. Now we can examine Studio 1. Yeah, card key works. Excellent. Alright, let's check out Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. Guess that's why he had the head part looks like a helmet. Funny. I expected a spear stabbing would at least leave a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real-life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. In the Pie episode, Starfall said she had more than one belly. Stop brainwashing Mother May Eve. How does that help? Oh, look at that camera. That must have cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Oh my gosh, it's a cute studio hand. Sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with the props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're Whips people. WP people. WP. Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but, do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Looks like someone murdered the Noid. Oh my gosh, no, it's not the Noid, that's a person. Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employees area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Okay, that's useful. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No. I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So we're getting confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came in the studio... Oh, the mascot in this... That guy. Then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Ha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was from someone outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I didn't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put the security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in the witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? Yes, we're gonna go over to him. Anyway, the mascot, it's a proboscis monkey. He's got a big old nose. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was at 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be, but we have a witness who thinks there was someone out from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you'd better tell me quick, you spiky-head cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, huh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her! She's not even a full-time employee! All you youngins are like... Oh, here we go. Yeah. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over the shoulders. You're right. Computer that runs the security stereo cameras. Nick, maybe we could see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. The camera turned at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the gas station. There, entered. Nothing happened. Maybe I got the number wrong. Try it again. It was definitely 3. It's definitely started with a 3. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he was the one who always wears the suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 5th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick. Can we use this photo as evidence in the trial? Yeah, we'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. Wait, that was the end of the first episode? Huh. Well, you know what? That seems like about as good a place as any to stop for today. So, I am learning a lot about law. But, before we do that, actually, let's go back. Because I want to, wait, no, I can do this over here. Yeah, didn't somebody say that they had some fan art to show me today? Because I'm very interested in seeing that fan art. Let me see. Maybe I can find it by searching myself on Instagram. No, it's not there. There was somebody who said they had fan art, but unfortunately... Maybe I'll check their Instagram. T, the artist cat. I think that's who it was. Instagram. No, that doesn't seem to be it. Well, I don't know what their... I don't know what the name of their Instagram is, unfortunately. I'll have to look it up later. Oh, well, oh, you did it. Oh, there you are. Can you tell me what your Instagram handle is so I can take a look at it? It's a bit dull. I need some music. Something calming should work. What's a good song to put on there? Oh, I know. This might work. There, I like this song. Now, can you tell me what your Instagram handle is? Because I really want to see this picture and share it on stream. Because I've never received fan art before. At least not from somebody I didn't know personally. Because you got good friends, right? Tack the Artist Cat. Ooh, thank you. Instagram, Tack the Artist Cat. Let's take a look. Tack the Artist Cat. Let me go to Instagram specifically and search for that. Maybe I can search? I'm really excited to see this. I don't know why I'm having a hard time finding you. Tack the Artist Cat. Oh, there you are. Well, this is quite interesting. Here, let me This is very nice. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. Hold on. I might have it on my hold on. Let me move this on over, and I should be able to get a pretty good look at this. Should be down here. 1 second, 1 second. Ah, there we go. Isn't that lovely? I like this picture. And it was made by one of our very own people, Tack. This is very nice. Thank you a whole bunch. I can't wait to... I hope you can put this on Twitter, because then I can share it. Or if you have a Twitter, that would be fantastic, because then I could share it with everybody. Well, thank you anyways. On that note, though, I'm very happy to see more fan art from you guys, if you have any. Please, feel free. But with that, that's actually all the time we have for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more of Ace Attorney. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I hope you're having a lot of fun enjoying it. So if you liked what you saw, be sure to follow and all that good stuff. I'll catch you guys later. Have yourselves a very good night, and goodbye.